and it, no. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Today's video is one that I've had these products sitting here for at least 3 weeks or more because every time I go to film it and sit down and do it, something else comes up that I have to film, and it's been frustrating the bejeebies out of me. I haven't done a month in review products for such a long time. I guess I can't keep on top of the schedule of having to get one out at a certain time each month. That's just me. I'm a busy girl. Sorry. But I do have a boatload of products in here and another little thing, so this video may be a teeny tiny bit long. I do like to just talk about the products a little bit, why I like them, why I didn't like them, and maybe give you an idea about if it's something that you might want to eventually get, or you don't have, and you're glad you don't have, or if something's not working for you and you want some advice. I mean, that was a really big explanation, essentially. But yeah, that's how it goes. So this is basically going to be my hot or not reviews. The first thing I want to talk about, because I really want to put it back on my vanity sink, not vanity, this is the Pmd Cleanser device. I think we got this in either my FabFitFun or my Boxy Luxe. If you know, kindly remind me, because all of you amazing people are much better than that than I. This is very much like the Foreo cleansing device. It vibrates. I like the Foreo. That one has an app that goes with it. I don't really think it's overly necessary, but it is a cute thing to have. And it's small, it fits in the palm of your hand, and then each time it goes off, then you switch it to the other side. It's a cool concept. This one doesn't have that concept, but this one does have several speeds. That's faster. That's a pulsing. And that's a fast pulse. And then the fourth time is off. I love that it has a little stand, which is really dirty, sorry. But I love that it sits in here. And also it has this end, which I haven't used yet because I keep it in my bathroom and I don't apply my serums in the bathroom. But because it vibrates, you can use this to massage serums into your skin, and it's nice if it's cool, plus it has that vibrating touch to it. I like it, but here is the thing, and it's only me, it's not going to apply maybe to a lot of you. In using this, it throws off my balance because of my MS, and I get very dizzy using it. I actually have to, you're going to laugh, I have to lean up against the door jamb in my bathroom. I don't have a wall to lean up against. My bathroom is this big. And I cannot look in the mirror when I use it. If I do those two things, then it works for me. But it is very odd. The vibration is too much that it throws off my equilibrium, and then even after just turning on, then my hands are still tingling and vibrating. The same thing happens to me when I use a vacuum or a leaf blower. Anything that is vibrating is going to disrupt my nervous system, and it has a lot of problems to begin with. So I want to use this more, but you know, having to have all those accommodations to use it, it makes it difficult. I still will, as long as I lean up against door jam, and close my eyes. Let me know your thoughts on this. For a normal person without health problems, what do you guys think of this? Because it is hard for me to give a judgment because of my experience with my illness. This product that I'm going to be talking about, you are going to think that I am sponsored. Trust me, I have never been sponsored in a video. These people have absolutely no clue who I am. I am talking about this because I absolutely love it. This little guy here is called the Lippie book. They have 3 sizes. They have a small, they have a medium, which this is, and then they have a large. I should have purchased the large. This is good for someone who has quite a lot of lipsticks, and I will tell you that all of my lipsticks are not in here. I need to do declutter soon. Yes, I do. This is a pleather material. It is padded. Essentially, this was made for makeup artists or beauty nuts like me who have a lot of makeup. It is embossed with the words Lippie book there. You can see that, possibly. Has a nice carrying handle. I don't utilize that except to reach for it underneath my vanity. When you unzip it, it has room for all of your lip liners, or of course you could use it for eyeliners as well. And then it has several rows of pockets. Now you can certainly use this one. This has two little elastic straps here. You could put brushes in, but it's a little short for brushes. It is good for holding your longer lipsticks in place, but yet I don't see me having a problem with these either. They are of different sizes. You can still see I have some room here. I just haven't gotten to my other ones. I tried to basically put these all in orders of the lip color so it's easy for me to find. I have all of my nudes, and then the other side is some more pinky nudes instead of beigey nudes, and then I have the more pink tones. This is all metallics, and this was starting to get into the reds here. You can put bullet lipsticks in here, or you can use it for just the liquid. I think the double-sided ones would be great for doubling up on your bullet lipsticks, because you can put one up here and one down here. As you can see, some of my longer ones don't even fit. Now, as I said, most people do not have this amount of lipsticks. I mean, maybe you do, and if you do, that's cool. That's certainly not meant to judge anybody. I'm just saying that I discovered this. I might want to get the small one too. I know. I think the price was about $60. A lot of money to spend. Maybe the little one was about $40, and I believe the large one is $100, if I am not mistaken. They do come in different colors as well. I liked the red. I wish they had purple, just my opinion. I think the smaller one comes in more colors than the others. It is a very convenient way to house all the products and makes it very, very easy to pull for them. I'm not digging through a drawer like I am for so many of my other things that I'm trying to find because of my small space. So this puppy was well worth the purchase price for me. I will link it. It's not going to be a referral link. It's not going to be a magic link. It's just a link for you guys to check it out. As I said, because not sponsored, they don't know who I am. They have no clue. They will probably never see this video. I just like to talk about products that I like and believe in. Okay guys, I took the challenge with this. Remember I'd gotten this, way back. This is the Strivectin Anti-Wrinkle ReCode, where they state, reduce the look of deep wrinkles in 7 days. And I was like, oh, I gotta put that to the test. Now they suggest using the Strivectin lotion that goes along with this. I did not, because I wanted to see if this product stating this actually did it. Well, it actually did. I know. I'm not saying I look like a beauty queen who's 20 years younger, but my one specific area that I wanted to check was this. I had a little wrinkle, a little line that was getting a little deep right above my lip, and it was concerning me. So I concentrated on that area mostly for those 7 days. I did use it morning and night, also along with the other products that I was using. But I had been using those products for so long. So I did it for the 7 days, and I'm not kidding, it did plump it up. It did not completely eliminate it. The little bit is still there, but its depth was reduced. I'm not one to believe these claims, but it did work. So I have to give it to them. I also purchased at TJ Maxx the big wrinkles for stretch marks that you can use on your body and your face, and I am going to use it in combination with this as well. I have one other one, and yeah, I hate having to admit that products actually do what they say they do, because I am always skeptical and I'm always trying to find a way to debunk what they're saying. You know, like how they say it can have retinol and they put it on the package. Doesn't matter if the retinol is the last ingredient, they're still allowed to do that. But yeah, so I have been defeated. I freely admit my defeat. No problem there. Okay, I have had this for so long, and I don't think I actually showed this TJ Maxx video because I hadn't put it up and it had my, mom in it, so that's why I did not. It is from Eve Lom. Eve Lom is an exceedingly expensive skincare brand. Overpriced in my opinion, of course. I bought this at TJ Maxx for not as inexpensive not for as inexpensive as you might think. This was still like $30 or $40, but I think the original price tag was well over $100. Let me tell you what it is first. It is their Radiance Transforming Mask. I was excited to use this. The package is a little bougie, And it does come with a little spatula here. Now this does have very nice ingredients right up front. The first ingredient is the Cannabis Sativa Oil. It is very, very thick. I mean, that is what it looks like. I'm going to scoop a little bit out here so you can see. I mean, it's straight up like putting Vaseline on your hand. And it's not comfortable to sleep with, let me tell you, because that's kind of what they suggest doing, is sleeping with it. But you can certainly use it and just rinse it off. I will tell you this, it smells horrible. That might be the Cannabis Sativa Oil because it is immediately the second ingredient. The first ingredient is the glycerin, which you can definitely feel. But the problem is it's like putting rancid vegetable oil on your face. Now what I should do is email the company and find out if that's the actual scent it is supposed to be. But that, and it is so heavy. I mean, when I took it off, finally got it off, and I say that because it is it is very hard to remove. It doesn't emulsify when you're trying to remove it, so the best thing to do is wipe it off with a tissue and then try to rinse it off. It's very difficult, but my skin did feel amazing afterwards. But I just don't know if it's supposed to have that. As I said, rancid vegetable oil is the only word that I can possibly think of to use for it. And it was such an expensive product. I don't know. I am going to email the company to try to get an answer for you. I don't know if I'm going to, but yeah. Oh no. And it's not something that I would ever pay full price for, any of the Eve Lom products. Okay, this puppy I just purchased. You might have seen it in one of my recent videos. It is the Tarte Shape Tape Waterproof Body Makeup. Now, in order for this to be waterproof, they are very, very specific about all the things that you have to do. You have to have basically completely, dehydrated skin for this to work, essentially. My problem is I was expecting it to be like the Dermablend that I have used in the past as far as body makeup. It doesn't cover enough for me. And I don't know if I'm willing to go through all of the steps to make it completely waterproof. I was recommended a product in the comments on this video, and I have yet to purchase that, but I am looking forward to, so thank you to the person who recommended it. You can see it kind of covers, and it gives like a slight illumination, but it's not what I expected. I am still wanting to try the KKW body makeup. It is forever sold out. I'm going to try the one that was recommended, and I may go back to my Dermablend, because the Dermablend, even though it was very, very heavy, it really did do a good job. I used that back in the day before stuff like this existed. This is one of the glosses that I got in TJ Maxx, again, a long time ago. It is their Dazzle Glosses. The aesthetic is so freaking adorable. I think it was from the Pretty Rich collection or something. It's got the little thing here. It is a beautiful pink, just shimmer. You can wear it over lipstick. You can wear it just by itself. I'm going to put some on now. It is so pretty. It is just so subtle. It's not overly glittery or anything. I happen to like it. I think it has a smell. I don't remember because it's been sitting here for so long, and I can smell some things. I can't smell others. I can't explain it. But again, it is so super, super pretty. I love it. Since I'm holding this, I may as well talk further about it. You've seen me use it several times on my channel, and I've discussed a few things about it. If you're wondering what it is the Chantecaille powder. Their whole thing is supporting wild animal rescues. This is the hummingbird. It is a very luxurious package. Not as much as I thought it might be, though. Specifically, this is called the Perfect Blur Finishing Powder. A finishing powder is one that you put on after all of your makeup is done, and it's supposed to basically, just as they say, blur. My favorite, or one of my favorites, is the Makeup Revolution one for, $10. Now, it had a little hummingbird on here, but the hummingbird has worn off. This powder, it feels very silky on your finger when you're running your finger over it. Shall I tell you the price of this powder? You're not going to be able to see it, obviously. It's a finishing powder. This powder is $80. I've heard influencers rave about it unendingly. I didn't pay $80 for it. I think I paid $55 or $60 because Saks was having a sale. I can't believe I even spent that amount on a finishing powder. But it was a purchase that I knew that I was going to talk about and review on my channel. And I said, well, I'm just going to take this bougie little dive just for 1 minute. And kind of regret doing it because I like my Makeup Revolution one. No, it's not Makeup Revolution. It's Milani. Sorry. It's the Milani Set, Prep, and Glow. That's it. I like that one better than this. I don't think this one does anything magical for my skin. I've watched other people say that they can't live without it. And I'm going, am I missing something? Did I not get the memo? The packaging, as I said, is gorgeous. I like that they donate to charities. Not worth the money. Glad I purchased it so I can say I bought the hummingbird powder. But yeah, no. Chantecaille, you're expensive. You're expensive little puppy. I will use it. I will finish it up. And the other thing too is, it's hard to get the darn powder on a brush, no matter what brush I use. And that's kind of my thing about it. So there's that. As I said, this is going to be a long video. Hope you're having one of these with me. Okay, these guys. I hate saying this. I really do. Because I just love them and I hate them. It's the Pure Trolls collection that I got in my Trend Mood box. I was so excited to get these. I really enjoy a lot of Pure products. Some of them are hit and miss, there's no doubt. This was for the new Trolls movie that was coming out. They had previously done a Trolls collection when the first movie came out, maybe 4 years ago. These were $18 each. Of course, I didn't pay that because of them coming in the Trend Mood box. I'm not a wholly enthusiastic fan of these. The packaging is absolutely freaking adorable. This is kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It's like rubberized on top. The inside is adorable, but the matte shadows, I cannot get the matte shadows to work for me. They are a formula that I don't know. Like, this is a matte, and do you see how it's even picked up the oils in my finger? It's a beautiful color. It blends away to nothing. I can't get it to work properly for me or not look muddy. They swatch beautifully. The only thing I do like about them are the metallics. The metallics are intense and beautiful and wet feeling when you're putting them on and when you dip your finger into the pan. As you can see, I've been using the metallics. I mean, that is a color story right up my alley, and yet when I tried doing a look with this, it came out just muddy and non-cohesive, and it didn't work. And I've tried to use this multiple times, with primer, without primer, and it just gets me frustrated and disappointed. So I just pull the metallics and I will use them in conjunction. I figured, okay, so let me try the more neutral palette, right? It was the funk palette. This is the classical palette, all based on music, you know, genres. Again, so adorable in the packaging. Figure, wow, a nice neutral color story. Same issue with the mattes. They feel so silky, but they, as I said, are so powdery and blend away to just a muddy mess. This one is more glittery and it's just stunning. That's this color here. It has a different texture. This one has the texture of the other center one, which is just, you see how this one's glittery and this one's just more like molten gold. Now granted, they do say that they are pigments, but I've worked with pigments and I'm just so disappointed because I wanted these to work so much. Let me just show you the last one, which was the Techno. This was the one that I think I used on camera that I wanted to cry practically because it's so cool. But this chartreuse color, and I have chartreuse colors that I've used, and it, color story together, No, no. No. Like, that was that matte, and that matte barely swatched at all. The purple glitter in the center, holy freaking, oh my goodness, it is striking and duochrome, and I love it. And I'm glad I have them for those colors, because I will use those colors when I want like major impact on my lid. It's just a little inconvenient not to be able to use the entire palette. I also tried like switching up using the neutral with this. The matches don't work. Not at all. This little palette, oh my goodness, what did we get this in? I don't remember. It's the Crescent Moon palette. They were saying that it was $45, and I was like, we got to give it a chance, because I know indie brands and their prices, but I have to say these are stunning. No, it is not a standalone palette, at least not for me, because it has varying degrees of glitter and shimmers. I love these. Love, love, love. This one, look at that. Look at that shine. I like to put this one on top of another color because it's almost a topper. I would put it, I do and have, put it on top of like a pink color, or it works really well on top of this one also. Look at that blue one. Look at that shifty. I love this palette. I think it was fabulous. People are like, there's no way, they're crappy. They're not. I'm not sure about their experiences with them. Here, I didn't swatch this last one. This is called New Moon. It's just like a black with like that deep kind of purpley, a little bit of shift to it. I love it. I'm very glad that I have the palette. So I would love to hear anyone else's experience and why they didn't like this, and if somebody can remind me where we got it, that would be fabulous too. Would I have paid 45 bucks? Probably not, but I didn't, so I'm happy. This little palette, I have talked about it before. It is from Lorac. The last time I checked, it was still available on their website. They had 2 or 3 of these. This was the Rachel Zoe-Hollywood Glamour palettes for Christmas. If I want to just do a quick, beautiful, and with this one, holy smokes, like stare at my eyeballs look, this is my palette. This is a bit of a chunky glitter, but somehow when you rub it in, the chunkiness kind of disappears. And whenever I wear this at work, people are like, I'm sorry, I can't stop staring at your eyes. Not a compliment to me, a compliment to the makeup. It's a beautiful, perfect color story for me. It has a transition and a crease color, and just, I mean, the ones that I've been dipping for the most have been this one, but this one is really pretty too. These two are so similar to each other though. See, they're slightly different, but they are the same tones. I don't know, this palette was cheap. As I said, I'm hoping that it's still going to be available, but the cutest little perfect palette that I have ever picked up ever. These are the Sephora Lip Stories. I believe I got this. Did I get it in my calendar? I don't know. It comes in cardboard packaging, which is nice because you can recycle it after. These are $8 at Sephora. Very inexpensive packaging, but that doesn't bother me. This particular color, which is just simply called number 3, is my perfect. How many times can I say perfect nude? But the formula is beautiful. It's an $8 lipstick, which to me is sometimes less than some drugstore lipsticks. I adore this. I had to throw some on because I just love it, and it's been sitting here and not in my purchase? Not in my purse where it belongs, so I'm very happy to get it back out of this bag and into my purse. I highly recommend these if you can afford the $8. They go by numbers, they're not fancy, and you know, sometimes the not fancy is the best, in my opinion, or at least in this case. This is something else I wanted to discuss. We've gotten this in a BoxyCharm, and it is the Hollywood in Vine pencil. Everyone was like going off on this pencil because it does look exceedingly cheap, like $1 pencil. It is sharpenable. It's extremely long. But in my waterline, this is fabulous. I mean, my other more expensive liners do not sit in my waterline and stay there the way this does. So whether this costs $1 or not, I don't care because I absolutely love it, and this will last me quite the long time. If you see it like down to a little nub, you will know that I have enjoyed it thoroughly. Now these two brushes I wanted to take out and show you. This was in the Jeffree Star and Morphe kit. I just got the eye one. I did not get the full kit. I bought it when it was on sale. But now, I haven't used them that long. You know that I take very good care of my brushes, especially when washing them, etc. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I want you to take a look at the shape of these brushes, how misshapen they are, how the fibers are sticking out all over the place, and when I use them now, I do not get the precision that I had when I first used them. When I first started using them, they were beautiful. And I think that brushes should last just a little bit longer than these have, especially for the price tag. I've had some Morphe brushes that perform fabulously. These, I am just, you know, I have to give them haircuts, and I'm highly disappointed in them. And that, you know, the inconsistency, I think, is sometimes what bothers me the most. Now onto a brush that also came from BoxyCharm. Well, that one didn't. You know what I mean. This is the little makeup brush. It is a foundation brush that we got. And I have to say that I'm thoroughly enjoying this. Do I agree with that price tag that it was? Probably not. But it is very soft. The bristles are cut properly. I get such a beautiful application. I actually enjoy the way the handle is, because the way it sits in your finger and you can get precise application. So I have been enjoying this little box, this little brush that we got in our boxy. Okay, do you remember this controversy quite a while back? What box did we get it in? I really don't remember, but it is the Qms Lip Line Corrector. They said that the value of this was $200. Now, I can tell you it does have denatured alcohol in it, but I did want to try it for a little bit. They said that it's a lip line corrector. What I took that to mean was that it goes above your lips on this area. They were stating that you're supposed to put it on your lips. Now, first of all, a $200 product, this has to be the cheapest packaging you could ever possibly imagine. It is flimsy. It is not luxury at all. Yes, this locks, but I can find much cheaper products that will have the same mechanism. There is no possible way, and given the ingredients, that this is a $200 product. To me, it is another product that the price is hyped up to give things more value. If you're going to charge $200 for a product, it better have the luxurious packaging that Glamour has for me to pay $200 for it. Here's something I wanted to talk about. I just recently did an unboxing of stuff that, why am I waving this? That I was talking about foot creams. I really enjoy foot creams. I put them on, I want them to be occlusive and thick and moisturizing, and then I put my socks on top. This just came in a little kit that I had gotten. It is the Earth Therapeutics. I like some of their products. You can get them in Target and Walmart and many times in TJ Maxx. What I dislike about this, it's called the Foot Balm Triple Butter. It has a texture that I simply despise. It has a shiny appearance to it. It does not soak into my feet. It sits on top. It has a pepperminty smell, which I do like because I can smell it. Peppermint is nice and calming to me. I know it's energizing to some. It relaxes me. But this stuff just, it like runs away from your skin. It refuses to sink in. It feels slimy on my feet instead of, oh wow, this is moisturizing. I really don't notice any difference when I wake up in the morning, and I can't stand using it. It's yeah, it's not my favorite. No, I'll just smell it. That will be good. But like even wiping it off, you feel slimy. It's like, I don't know. It's like the Blob. It's not pleasant. No. Here is the cream that we also got in something or another, probably in Ipsy, because we've been getting these a lot in Ipsy. It is the Ritual of Sakura, their hand lotion. It feels so luxurious going on, and I really, really like it. It sinks in, and you almost feel it disappearing, but at the end of the day, well, not the end of the day, it's just a paraphrase. yeah, I like the way it feels, and things aren't slipping and flying out of my hands when I use it. So I really have been enjoying these. The only thing is, speaking of at the end of the day, it doesn't last as long as I would want it to, but really does any cream essentially. I have gotten so many of these, and I'm glad that I'm trying them because I am enjoying them. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is actually going to be my last thing because I don't want to make this video 18 years long, even though there are some other products. It probably is already 18 years long at this point in time, but this was the L'Oreal Series Expert. This was supposed to be a detangling spray. Problem is, it was an aerosol. There's like nothing left to it. Anything with alcohol, which it has to have in it in order for it to be aerosolized, isn't going to work really well in your hair because I found that it felt drying. Instead of detangling in my hair, it kind of made my hair feel stiff, like it was something other than it was supposed to be. But this is claiming to be a detangler spray that you use after you get out of the shower. I'm glad this was a teeny tiny bottle and that I only paid $4.97 for it. I think it was like originally $20 or something. Even for $5, I was a little annoyed at the price because it was just, it didn't detangle. It kind of dried and sucked the life out of my hair, and I had to put some oils in there afterwards. So I'm glad that it's empty, and yeah, no, I don't recommend that one. So that is it, my friends. I want to thank you for sitting through this video. I don't know how long it's going to be. Hopefully I'll be able to edit it down to a reasonably watchable video as far as the time length is concerned. I appreciate you so very much on the daily basis. I hope you know that, and I hope that I do express that to you as much as possible. I love you guys tremendously. I hope that you are all healthy and well and just staying sane out there. And of course, I would love to know your thoughts on all of the products that I have mentioned, because your feedback is what, you know, just drives me on a daily basis. And of course, whatever part of the world you're in and around, I hope you're having an amazing day, an amazing week coming up. And I will see you really soon in my next video. Bye.